Chat is not highlighted, so when you get a chance, you can, so I can get back into the link. I don't see. You want to put your link back up? I don't see the link. I saw Dr. Yildiz link on the blue.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just reposted.
Got it.
Thank you, Rachel, for reposting.
Yeah, it's the font size on in the sub menus. Normally they're the same size or a little smaller. In most cases, they're the same size.
Okay.
So you might want to edit that.
Sure.
If they're a little big.
Okay.
The pictures are nice. What you can do is make sure you own the picture if you can have like your, because the pictures are yours, right?
Yeah, I made sure everything. Yeah.
Yeah, so make sure you own the pictures instead of just putting them up there. So if anyone should use it, at least you have some type of claim to it, because anyone could go in there, you know, do a screenshot and use your pictures. In regards to the bottom part of it, it's really clean and precise, so it's good for the interface. Might need a little coordination in terms of the size of the pictures that you put there. So you might want to look at that. And based on what you put there, normally when you're writing or you're developing a website, everything starts from the left and goes to the right. So you want to make sure what you want the reader to know first, you put it from left to right instead of just dropping it on the interface. All in all, the colors are really, it's really good. And this is your first time?
Yeah.
It's really cool. At the bottom where you have Return to Riverhead East Home, what you can do is make that a little smaller. I would take out the white background because it's taken away from the top of your screen where you have the information. Yeah, because if you want to put it in white on top of the blue background, that would be nice. But less is more because you're kind of causing a conflict with what you put on the top there, which is really beautiful. So you don't want to take away from that. So that's good. And make sure and put I would put the year that you developed the site. And anything you do online, you want to own it.
Okay.
So I don't see your name in terms of, especially at the bottom where you have the return to page, you can put,
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Wow,
you're welcome. Great work.
That's good, rich ideas and feedback. I think we shall all send you one thing, but I'm very happy to hear that you need some validation. Last updated, right? It gives the website some kind of a credibility. This is not a website that was created 2 years ago. This is a fresh website just updated and uploaded last week or yesterday. So it is a great idea. Thank you, Marilyn.
You're welcome.
All right, I see Katie and you're here, and I think you two did not talk yet. So if you want to share one thing from this week, from coaching experience from the past that inspirational, and don't forget to book me to your Instagram if you have one, because I'm inspired to start posting my classroom experiences through my Instagram now. Oh, by the way, the reason why I am now on Instagram is most of my students are on Instagram. So that kind of gives me a way to share information with them. So this will also give me a chance to share pictures from here to you.
Okay, so I'll talk. I hate talking, so I have like anxiety right now. So I was just trying to avoid this.
Bring your doggy and look good.
I know, I should. First, I have to introduce my new puppy that I just So cute, right? The cutest little baby.
Hey.
So my classroom at school is in the gymnasium. So it's like there's the gym, and you walk through the gym, and it's like the back corner of the gym. So all of the walls of my classroom are part of the gym. So it's very loud all the time. And that's my classroom because I teach health class, and I'm like at the bottom of the totem pole, and my building is like busting at the seams with children because my district is growing. So every teacher has to share a classroom, and we just don't have enough space. So I'm in like this back corner room in the gym, and it's always really, really, really loud because they're playing basketball or they're playing soccer, and the balls bounce on the walls, on my wall. So it's just like, imagine teaching and just having a ball hit your door every 5 seconds. So it has been frustrating because I'm like, and I have high ceilings, so it echoes. So it's super echoey, and it's frustrating because I can't like talk. And if I talk, I have to like shout really loud. And if somebody in the back corner of the room says something, then the kid on the opposite side of the room can't hear what they said because it's so loud. So this is my 4th year. So the first year it was like, oh my God, how am I going to survive like this? I would like leave work crying because I was like, this sucks. And then I entered this program where I learned about using like technology and using technology tools. And my school has Chromebooks. And we have a lot of Chromebook carts because they really push like using technology. So, like in all the other classes, you learn like, about Kahoot and Padlet and all these things. So as I've gone through the program, like now this year, I've been able to like flip my classroom. So I use Google Classroom. I make like screencasts and YouTube, and I just tell my kids, bring headphones to class. And they come in, they sit down, they open the Chromebooks, and everything is just there. So they can put their assignments on Google Classroom. So I don't have to stand up there and speak to them because I know they can't hear me. So I'm like thankful I started this master's program because I needed a master's, and my friend was in it. And she was like, oh, hey, do this master's with me. So I was like, okay. But now I'm like thankful because it's actually been very, very useful to me. So I'm very grateful for the technology. And a lot of teachers in my school, like somebody else was sharing, they're like reluctant. They don't want to use it, or they feel like they need to get paid to be trained. Like a lot of teachers are like that in my school. So people aren't like rushing to use any of the technology. So like, I don't know. That's my story. That's my biggest, I guess not success, but I feel lucky that I'm in like a really bad location, but I'm still able to like teach without having to stand in front of my class and them not hear me. That's it.
Wow, I'm grateful that you have the courage to speak. It's amazing because I have a similar problem here. Classrooms have high ceilings, and problem is hearing. Students cannot even express themselves, talk loud, but wow, using technology to inspire them to focus and put earphones. Thank you. All right, April, you want to share a few words before we say goodbye?
Sure. So I am working on my blog. I've been doing that since a couple months back, and really enjoying the feedback and the interaction that I'm getting between my colleagues and myself, which is really, really nice to see them using some of the tools that I'm sharing with them, which is pretty cool. Because at first I was hesitant and not sure if it was going to really be as impactful, but some of these tools, like today I just heard from a colleague of mine that because I did my last blog on S'more, which is the one that you were talking about before. I did my last blog on S'more, and because S'more is one of those tools that I cannot live without. I use all the time. I love it. So I did my last blog on S'more, and she saw it, and she commented that I got a tool now that she can actually use. So she's got different things that she wants to do with it, and she's so excited because it's so easy. I was really excited about that for the PD that I did. So I'll show you, if I can share my screen, I can share with my colleagues here.
I put the link into the chat window for features. They have a chance to go see it.
Oh, okay, great, thank you. So here, I'm gonna share my screen with you, so I can share with you the blog that I'm working on right now. So, because I'm not currently working. I don't know if everybody knows that. That's why I can't. I'm not in the classroom right now, unfortunately. So it's a little bit more challenging, but I have definitely found something that works really well. Can everybody see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so the name of the blog is called Let's Tech instead of Let's Talk. This is the home screen, and my blog is recently updated. I try to incorporate some fun quotes, and I try to title things cleverly. I want more. So I usually write a little blurb about what it is that I'm going to share. And then I create, I put some pictures in, and I create a video based on how to use the tool and what different things you can use the tool to do. So my video has a lot of good information and some pointers in it. And it actually, I actually go through the tool and show the colleagues and my fellow teachers how to use the tool quickly and easily. I don't try to pick anything that's going to be too complicated, because I find that in my experience, this puts up a lot of walls right away, because including myself, because I'm like, I don't want to dive into something so overly complicated without really feeling like confident about it. And I feel that confidence and technology kind of go hand in hand. So it's a big one. So I put up a video, I record myself explaining the tool, using the tool, sharing the tool, and then I post it on YouTube and embed it into the blog. Then I always put in a comments bar, of which, if you can see here, some of my colleagues have left me some comments here, and I respond to them. So we have a little bit of a dialogue. I respond to them when I get a comment. So that's really nice to see. So I just did it on S'more, which was my last one that I recently did. The one before that also was very fun and exciting. I did, some of you I've heard use smart notebooks, have smart boards in your room. I've been using Smartboard for about 7 years now, going on 7 years now. So I'm pretty proficient in it, and I find that a lot of teachers that I have worked with in the past really use it more of a projector, not using the software, and what it's capable of is obviously so much greater. So I just try to give them a little bit of a really fun and easy way to use the software without frightening them too much, because it can be overwhelming. Notebook software is really big. There's a lot in there, and it's very, very overwhelming. So I just give them a few, and I actually created a video again to show how I can create some quick pages in notebook software. So using a quick guide to using Smart Notebook for beginners. So again, it's not overwhelming. I'll write a little blurb, I post the video, and then this time I actually asked for a survey. Before that was my Go Noodle. So I talked about incorporating activity and interaction and motivation in the classroom by using this really great website called Go Noodle. And again, comments. And the other one I did was Skyping in the classroom. I did that a few weeks ago, and this one got a lot of comments. People were really interested. Colleagues were really interested in, how this works, and I'm really interested. I really love the idea of the mystery Skype. If you haven't checked out Skype in the Classroom, you should really go in and look on that website, because there is so much cool stuff. You can Skype with anybody in the world, another classroom, and you play this game where you try to figure out where they're located by giving each classroom gives each other's hints, and you kind of like have to narrow it down to a geological area, which is really cool for map skills and communication skills and questioning skills and every type of skill you can imagine. So I saw a lot of videos on it online, and it looks like so much fun for any grade level. I can't wait to use that, to do that particular one. So I did posted a video on that, and several videos on that actually, and then asked a question and was talking to some of my colleagues about the potential of using Skype in the classroom. I did one on Padlet, which everybody's pretty familiar with. Love Padlet. Did one on digital citizenship, asking opinions about social media in the classroom. Got a little mixed review. Some teachers are not that thrilled with the idea, and some teachers really think that's just normal, everyday stuff. So it depends on the point of view, which is interesting. So my blog is coming along nicely, and I really, I think I'm having a good time doing it and getting a lot of good feedback.
Mm. Thanks for sharing. It looks good.
Thank you.
And the other thing is, don't expect the comments to come today. Maybe someone will Google next week.
Yeah, sometimes they trickle in when people have time. Yeah. But that's the beauty of doing a blog and having that there. It's always there when they have a chance to look at it. They can take their time and explore the tool. I want them to not feel like they have to do it now. And sometimes in a face-to-face PD, it's you have to look at this and investigate this information now. Otherwise, it's going to end, and then you'll forget everything. So with a blog, I find like you can kind of look at it at your leisure and get to it when you get to it, and it's not as overwhelming to people. And this doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't cost you any, car. You're not going anywhere. You can do it right in your home or on your phone or wherever you are if you have some time. So if you're sitting around doing some, maybe the nail salon or something, they can look at the blog or whatever. So it's really just, on their time.
And I see you using Weebly.
Yes. Weebly is, I love it. I think it's great. It's it's another s'more to me. It's s'more. I love Weebly and s'more, and I use those two tools are my go-to tools all the time, and Padlet. Padlet, I love. They're just so easy and intuitive in a sense that you can use them without even knowing how to use them right away. You can kind of get a sense of how to use it pretty easily without having any training or anything. So any person can use it. Anybody can use it, and students too.
Yeah, you can also use Wix.
Wix is good. It's a little harder. I have a website on Wix too. I find that to be a little bit more intricate, a lot of detail, a lot of movability, where Weebly is more like you plug it in and it goes and you're good. You don't have much, I guess, for lack of a better term, creativity, but you do. It's just Wix is really like, okay, you can line stuff up and everything, you put this here. Sometimes that can be overwhelming too to students to have too much freedom. Freedom to just, what do you want me to do, Mrs. Well? Where do I put this? So when you use the tool that is just, fill in the blank, kind of, so to speak, it becomes a lot less cumbersome for students.
Yeah.
That's my personal experience, but Wix I think is a really great tool, and it's so professional looking, as is Weebly. It's a very professional looking tool. So your product is finished nicely.
Yeah.
Presentations, things like that.
Did you ever try ePals?
No, not yet.
It's similar to Skype.
Oh yes, yeah. I have it in my tools, but there's many tools I haven't gotten to yet, so I kind of go down the line and check them out and there's many tools on my go-to tools, and there's some tools that I haven't even explored all the way yet. So, but I do have that in my tool belt over here.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. I think some of you are ready to go back to eating, cooking, getting ready for the tomorrow's lesson plans. But I can't help but advertise the links I'm presenting next week. So 2 presentations, dates as well. One is why Baki matters. These are the stories my colleagues here are going to tell about Azerbaijan. So if you want to learn more about Azerbaijan and develop some global competencies, right? That's the first presentation on November 14. And November 16, I'm presenting Makerspace here and our project that we're doing. It's something called Robotics Unplugged. So if you're,
I teach robotics.
oh my God, you have to then, would you be interested in a co-presenter? I can add your name into the list.
Okay, you use Mindstone, Robotics Mindstone?
Actually, we are very low tech at this time. We use several tools that's available already in the Baku American Center. But the name Robotics Unplugged come in because we're now teaching the kids things with their body, with cups. And if you go to our Hour of Code, anybody?
I teach that.
Yeah.
I teach programming, so I do robotics with Minecraft and Java, Python, game design with Yo-Yo. Yeah, I teach all of that.
Yeah. I'm so happy to hear. We can really add you into our United States expert who can share resources. I have someone whose name is Amy Iguchi, who is at the International Robotics Board, also the co-presenting. So please join me on my presentations, and if you are presenting, send us your links.
I have videos of the kids at work using the robots after they build it and program it.
Perfect.
I have videos, yeah.
Excellent. So you can share those resources with us. And for those of you who are wondering, let me share my screen with you. What's coming next? I just want to do a little screen share here. Okay. We have December 6th and 7th, and we have December 15th. So I'm hoping by December 15th, we'll have a chance to share one thing from your portfolio that you've been creating. And I am very, very slow giving you feedback. I truly, truly apologize. Teaching, as I told you, over 15 classes during the week here. Everybody wants into their classroom, so it slows me down on my own. I'm really apologetic, but at least what I'm seeing so far is amazing. So I really appreciate sharing me all these resources, and every day I'm learning from you, so thank you. But by December 15, please feel free to get ready to present 5-10 minutes of your presentation.
And it's only parts, right? Because on the outline, on the syllabus, it says it's like we have to share all of the artifacts. It's just pick and choose, right?
Yeah, because it's not possible to share everything.
Right. So it's just pick the best. Okay.
Yeah. And if you, just like what April did right now, you can also say here 1, 2, 3. You can you have 5 minutes. You can use 10 minutes. I mean, it's up to you, but be prepared. And if you feel like that day you cannot do it at 8, maybe separate, because it's going to be 2 hours, I'm sure. We will separate. You'll have a chance to present the first part or the second part. So be prepared. But for those of you who want to present on the December because you want to get over with it and there is no chance you can present in December 15, you're welcome to present in 6 or 7, December 6 or 7. I think April seems like what she did today was she's ready, or it could even count towards her presentation. So thank you, April. And I cannot wait to get more inspiration from you. And join me on my Instagram. I'm so excited that I have 170 people. And maybe you guys could give me some pictures from your schools and continue to inspire.
Professor, I have a question about the case study. There's the case study due December 1st, but I'm just a little confused on what we have to do for that.
Okay. By the way, some of you might have to leave because of the time that you plan to stay until 8. If you have to go, do not worry. We're recording the session. You can go ahead and enjoy your family, friends, and food. Because James already told me that his battery died. He forgot to bring his charger from school. All right, so if you have to go, you can go. Where were we? On the
case study.
Okay. So on the projects and activities. All right. By the way, I also include questions, and I'm compiling all of this into one sheet. So for your exam questions. All right. Where are the case studies? I'm looking.
The evidence and impact.
Okay, thank you for reading it faster than me. I'm really sleepless in Azerbaijan right now. All right. This one, it seems like something that you can even do it with a little video clip. What we did would be a good example. So you can one thing is like, maybe this will be even count towards your presentation. This will be something, what you present will also be in this place. So you basically, I'm just improvising here because I'm looking here that any impact of professional development, any coaching, modeling, anything that counts. And if you feel like you don't want to write and you would like to turn this and turn this into a presentation, like what, again, I'm giving April as an example, because I shared her website with my students. I'm sure they're watching it, but nobody, there's probably to comment because their English is not good enough. For instance, one thing that you can do for Azeri students is to translate using a translation button to say, write in another language. So then she could talk about her impact that she had overseas. Some kind of a example. I'm sorry to keep using April, but again, anything that you had done that could be documented, and keep it short, 250 words, and with links.
Oh, so it could kind of be like how we have to journal for our practicum experience. It could kind of be like expanding on one of the journals.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Oh, okay, okay.
The thing I'm going to kind of encourage again, because I'm always looking for good authors for my chapter, for my book. Please consider writing it for me. And if you write a chapter, you get a double bonus. You not only get your points for 10 points here, but also you could be a published author. So if you can send me your proposal for your case study, how you integrate global competencies and media literacy and new technologies into your teaching, and you want to share your evidence and impact, that 2-paragraph you write for 250 words as an proposal will count towards your evidence of leadership. And if you're accepted to write, in 2 months, we expect you to paper, and that paper will be part of a book. So I put the link up earlier. Let me put again for those who the link.
Professor, can you explain that one more time? Just explain that whole thing, because I just want to put it together in my head.
Absolutely. Let me just
Sorry.
no problem. Let's call it, give me in 250 words what impact you had done in your coaching experience, okay? So the only thing you need to do is 250 words, maybe 500 maximum, with links, because for you, Rachel, you may even write about your blogging experience, and you're done. Why it helped you, how it helped you and others, and shows and evidence that you really, showing evidence doesn't mean you have to prove that, look, this person wrote this to me. It can be because you can quote the person and said, this is what somebody told me and it inspired, right? Or it could be some kind of a data survey that you collected at the end of your PD session. You may have collected some Google form data or Qualtrics data, so you can share that one as an evidence. Anything and everything that you want to showcase is fine. And you can show the same showcase, as I was saying, in other ways. You can come to my classroom and share with me, record it as a video. You all have a lot of great ideas already being said today. If you can just put it in a writing, that's all you need, or video recording, or any kind of resourcing, it's fine with it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for the great question.
Professor, I have a quick question on the test design. So I worked on that assignment with Rich Fisher, and do we just send it to you? Just like send you a link? We did it on Google Docs.
That's exactly what you do.
That's all we're doing. Okay, and also he didn't create multiple choice question or multiple choice answers along with the questions. Is that okay? Just to still submit it?
Yes, please. Yes, please. Because what
Okay.
right now NYIT Instructional Technology team is doing is piling together to help you to pass that test. For those of you who are interested in taking the test, we want you to succeed that test. So they're actually compiling resources and steps and other things I'm going to be sharing with you shortly. I was part of a meeting a couple of days ago. So we are here actually thinking from your end, and I volunteered to tell them, oh, my students are creating questions, I will share with you. So they're actually looking forward to your questions, and we can create a huge list of practice tests for people who are going to take the test. So thank you for your
Okay.
Any questions, any problems, please feel free to email to me or put it on the discussion forum. So thank you for your attendance tonight. All right.
Dr. Yelzer, the NYIT, 1 second. There was a form, the NYIT form. I click on that link previously. I don't know if I got in late, because sometimes I'm late, and the link was no longer available.
Okay, send me the link as an email, please, and I will search it for you to find out.
Yeah, I think I was a day late or something like that, and I tried to get in, but it wouldn't allow me to, because I wanted to see the other questions, and I sent mine to you in the email instead of, so I don't know if this link had anything to do with the submission of the questions
No.
previously.
Now I had the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, you were going to compile all our
Yeah,
questions and answers, and I was trying to link it onto there, and I couldn't access it.
you couldn't access it.
Yeah.
Okay.
In this case, I posted to this link that under our course, what projects and activities, you can post your link here. It also gives me a chance to put your point onto the system, because it shows from my end, this paper to be graded. So if you
Okay.
put your link up here, yeah, that's fine, and I can compile it on your behalf.
Will we be at one point able to see everybody's question? Or
That's the idea.
okay,
Yeah.
okay, very good.
I will compile and share with you. Here are the 10, 20, 30 links that has all these Google Form questions. Yeah.
Excellent.
Okay. I'm doing a portfolio via Wix. I had one previously, but that one is all it's in TaskRoom. how do I upload that to Tascream? Because I can't find, I did everything to see if I can get it up there as a revision of the old one, but it's not allowing me to upload that. So I don't know if there's a conflict with Wix and Tascream.
Interesting. I don't know. In that case, you can just put whatever you want to upload as a link, I guess. If it's not allowing you to upload that link, you can put it on a Word and send it as an attachment. I am not so sure what the problem is, but if you can send it to me, I will take a look at it, the link or resource. It's sometimes it could be wrong time that Tascream has a little problem, but then you may try and it may work the next time. I have no clue.
Okay, because they made the Google site accessible to us.
Yep.
Yeah, but Wix I think is a little better because the templates on Google is not as, you know.
Everybody has their own platform that they are comfortable with, because if you use Wix, you're going to be, oh, it's better. But as I heard from you earlier, April, you used it, but you're more comfortable with Weebly. And I actually try every time I hear something, I just become a member and I try it out, and then I will look and say, oh, this will work for me, not for my this kind of setting, this kind of student maybe like this one. So yep, this is that's what the instructions go to do. You can choose depending on our audience, depending our subject field and time limit, because certain things might be perfect, but you don't have that much time to teach, or you don't need all the stuff. So just like what Katie said, in her classroom, what worked is earplugs, right? But other classes, you don't need earplugs. So it's all different tools for different classrooms. Thank
I
you.
have a quick question for the portfolio. Are we supposed to be putting all that stuff into TaskStream, correct?
Cool. And then
And we're supposed to create an outside portfolio as well, or am I confused?
it's not, mandatory, but if you create an outside portfolio, I really appreciate it. It's good for you because I want you to have that professional portfolio ready to go. If you're looking for a new job, then all your peers will give you comment. Like today, how Marilyn gave comment to Rachel's website, right? So if you have a portfolio, someone will pick up on something and say, oh, you can fix this. Like, oh, if I were you, I will add that to your portfolio. So, because
Okay, and can that portfolio, TaskStream is kind of everything. The portfolio be like highlights?
yeah, Tascream is for NYIT to show the accreditation agency, CAPE, look,
Got it, okay.
students are up to par. But your portfolio is for you to flourish and share, so we can actually learn from each other, because you don't have a chance to show all your things in your portfolio with all your peers, right? So if
Right.
we can compile everybody's link, I was assuming we can have a chance to really continue to learn from each other. By the way, I have less than 1 minute left. The recording is going to end in a second. I appreciate for your time tonight. I mean, for you tonight, and for me all in the morning. And I can send you a morning picture, because I think I am in a very nice apartment here that sees the sunset and the sunrise. So I wish you a wonderful week. I'll see you in December. Actually, December 8th, I will be flying to come to United States. So if you want to make a phone call with me, you can. Or my cell phone here is my WhatsApp number. I'm talking to people through WhatsApp now. So you can add me to your WhatsApp.